Hey guys, so today we're going to be going through rounding off. We're basically dealing with decimals and decimal places in order to round off. There is some prior knowledge of skills and concepts that you are required to know in order to do this. You need to know whole numbers and you need to know decimal places and how they work. So let's jump straight into it. Normally we use rounding off when we have large numbers in the calculator or irrational numbers where we have multiple decimal places, and to make it easier we round it off to the nearest tenth, hundredth, we can also say, or one decimal place, two decimal place, three decimal place. Now the key here is whenever you round off, you always have to indicate what you rounded off to using brackets. So for the first question, it says round them all off to one decimal place. Now we know that in the end we're only going to be having one decimal place after the decimal point. So let's have a look at this question and say, okay, so we're going to round it off to this decimal place. But in order to change or to see what that number is, we have to look at whatever the number after it is. And if the number after it is 5 or above, then we change that number and move it up. If it's 4 and below, we'll leave it as is. Another way of looking at it is, okay, 36.5287. Is 36.52 closer to 50 or closer to 60? And we can see that it is closer to 50, so the answer is going to be 36.5, and in brackets, remember, 1 dp to indicate I've rounded off to one decimal place. In the next question, we have to look at, okay, that's the 1 dp. What is the number after it? It's a 7. It's above 5. So what's going to happen to the 7 before it? That's going to go up. It's going to round up. It's going to become 1.8. 1 dp. Again, looking at the second number there, it's a 9. That means it's 5 and above. So that 8 is going to change to 0.9, 1 dp. And again, looking at the second number here, it's a 4. It's below 5. So that 6 stays the same, but we only write one decimal place, which is a 6. That's only one place after the decimal point, 1 dp. Now let's move on to the next example, where it says round off the following to two decimal places now. That means we're going to have two decimal places after the decimal point. So we're going to look at the third number now. And we're going to say, okay, that's a 2. So 73 stays the same, 6.73, 2 dp. That means I only have two decimal places after the decimal point. Here, we're looking at the third number. It's a 9. That means that 86 becomes an 87. 12.87, 2 dp. Here, 55, looking at the third number, that's a 5. So that means that becomes 0.56. It goes up, rounds up 1. 2 dp. Oh. Then we have this number where we're looking at the third number here. It's a 3, so it stays as 86, equals 1119.86, 2 dp. And the last one, looking at the third number, this is a 6. That means the 9 is going to go up. What's the 9 going to go up to? It's going to go up to and make the number before it a whole and go up. And the number before that is a 9. So that means this rounds up to 1.00. We still need to have two decimal places even though it's a whole number. So 0.9965 rounds up to 1.00 because the 9 has to move up, and the only place the 9 has to move up is a 10. So it makes the number before that the next whole, and then that 9 has to round up, so the whole thing becomes a whole. Now pause the video and try these yourself. We have first question, which is round to one decimal place, and 2 to 2. And we'll go through the answers in a second. Okay, so you should finish that off by now. Hopefully you got the right answers here. If you didn't, please let me know and we'll go through it. But if there's anything else I can help you with, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.